नमस्कार और स्वागत है सभी दर्शकों का दूरदर्शन पर. Today we are going to discuss on a very important and a very challenging topic in this program in conversation, that is ensuring sustainability through standardization. And for that we have invited three prominent personalities from different backgrounds. I have with me Mr. Souvik Chanda, Director and Head BIS Guwahati branch. Then I have with me another gentleman, Professor Dr. K.V.S. Sharma, Vice Chancellor, National Law University and Judicial Academy, Assam. And then extreme left and the only female panelist we have, Anil Khrasi, Scientist E Director, BIS Guwahati chapter. But what this life is all about, we have to grow. How much we are growing, how it has to be, measured, not as an individual, but even as an institutions. For that, to throw some light, what's all about standardization, I start with Mr. Souvik.
Thank you, sir. जैसे आपने अभी कहे हैं that we all need to die one day. Similarly, जब हम छोटे से बड़े होते हैं, एक बच्चा जब छोटा से बड़ा होता है, he or she evolves through a lot of phases.
Correct.
मैं एक छोटा example देता हूँ. हम जब सुबह when we wake up from the morning, what do the first thing we do? We brush our teeth, we put on the geyser to have a bath. अब हम जब geyser on करते हैं, हम सब यही देखते हैं कि ग्रीन लाइट ऑन है या रेड लाइट ऑन है, बट वी नेवर लुक वेदर द गीजर इज सेफ फॉर यूज और नॉट, वेदर द गीजर प्रॉपरली वार्म हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है. वी डू नॉट लुक एट दैट. हियर कम्स स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन. इफ द प्रोडक्ट इज स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड एंड हैज एन ISA मार्क, it is safe to use for all the consumers. Standardization lies in all our segments of our life, whether right from the time we wake up in the morning till the time we go off to sleep. हम जो मोबाइल यूज़ करते हैं उसमें भी we have the Indian Standards Institution or Bureau of Indian Standards mark whether the mobile is safe to use or not.
Professor Sharma, you throw some light on what he said.
Mahatma Gandhi said, nature has given enough for man's need but not for man's greed. We should develop, society should develop gradually. But what type of development we should have? We should have sustainable development. What is sustainable development? We should use the resources, either natural or any other resources, at present for our development, and at the same time we have to see the future generations. We have to leave some resources for future generations also. If we exploit everything now and at the end, if we don't leave anything, then this world will come to an end. So, there must be a sustainable development, and for the sustainable development, some standards are required for products and services. Otherwise, human beings as a general rule, they are greedy. They want to earn more profits by supplying adulterated goods, by giving what you call defective services. So, the government came forward and framed some rules, regulations, acts, guidelines for making goods or services, what you call standard services and standard goods. So for this purpose, so many laws are there, and the traders or manufacturers should follow these laws for what you call manufacturing goods. Correct. Or services.
Yes. Adani.
Very good afternoon to all the viewers once again. Today, like my senior has said, BIS is in various front in our activities. We are contributing to sustainability, like in standards formulation, in conformity assessment, and not only working within ourselves, we are also trying to educate the common consumers through various awareness activities, and also with academia. We are working in collaboration with various academias. So that is how we are trying to bring in the public through awareness and through the academia. Sir.
Okay, as a head of the BIS Guwahati chapter, what is the basic aim of standardization? क्यों किया जाता है? Why it is necessary?
Standardization ensures that a common quality product is available to all the consumers.
Everyone.
To everyone. जो बंदा आज दुकान से मतलब शहर के छोटे दुकान से खरीद रहा है सामान, और जो बंदा बड़े मॉल से खरीद रहा है, both of them have the same quality of the product. Quality cannot be compromised at any cost.
see multinational brands, see I won't name any particular company or brand, but whatever brand it is, whichever part of the world you are in, if you purchase it, it will be the same price, same those features. Whether those are there or not, that is to be looked after.
Sir, I'll just like to rectify a bit. We are not looking about the price. Price is to be determined by the manufacturer
Okay.
based on many aspects. उनके जो भी aspect
Okay.
होंगे. What we look after is the quality of the product. उसके basic specifications, whether it correlates with or is confirming as per the Indian standard or not. Basic safety features are there or not. मान लीजिए आज मैं एक मोबाइल यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, वो जापान में मैन्युफैक्चर हुआ, चाइना में हुआ, इंडिया में हुआ,
Irrespective of any country.
इट शुड बी सेफ टू यूज.
Okay.
वो बर्फ ना कर जाए. मैं
ऐसा होता भी है.
होता भी है. स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन और BIS इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स इंश्योर्स दैट द प्रोडक्ट इज सेफ टू यूज. आज मैं जो गाड़ी चला रहा हूँ उसके जो टायर्स हैं, अब वेदर आई ड्राइव एट 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर और 120 किलोमीटर पर आवर, इट शुड नॉट गेट बर्फ ना हो जाए.
Sir, there is a minimum and a maximum range where, like even like you said, the car and all. So even if they say 200 km per hour, but nobody is going to drive at 200 km per hour. The standard is 180, like that, whatever it is. But in case if somebody go for that and if some accident happens, तो ये जो standardization यहाँ पे कहाँ लागू होता है?
Standardization ensures the safety aspect.
Okay.
जो प्रोडक्ट
Airbags and all.
या मान लीजिए आप जो बना रहे हैं, आप इसे यू आर ए मैन्युफैक्चरर ऑफ ए कंपनी, यू हैव अ टायर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी और ए कार मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी. द प्रोडक्ट यू आर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग शुड बी सेफ टू यूज़ फॉर ए कॉमन कंज्यूमर. इसके जो भी एस्पेक्ट है या इसका जो भी हम वेरियस टेस्ट मेथड्स है, वेरियस एस्पेक्ट्स है जहाँ पे हम इसको टेस्ट करते हैं. हम जब भी स्टैंडर्ड बनाते हैं, वी हैव अ स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मुलेशन डिपार्टमेंट इन दिल्ली. We have various division councils, we have various technical committees where people from many aspects of the society come in and pitch in for formulating an Indian standard. वो common consumer हो सकता है, NGOs है, industrialists है, and any other sectors भी है. तो जब a standard takes years to be developed or formulated, and being the national standards body of India, BIS is the national standards body of India. We are aligned to that ISO International Standardization Organization, and उसके जो भी standards है, we develop our standards at par with the international standards or international practice that is being followed.
So we move on to some another sector of it. Education is one of a very big industry, not only in India but in the whole world. Today, right in Guwahati, you can get the same standard of education, whether it is legal, medical, commerce, or whatever. So from the legal point of view, where do this standardization come into the picture? Because education also needs certain standards.
Yes.
So your comment on that?
Actually, we are all living in a state. What is state? State is nothing but society of men established for the maintenance of peace and justice within a determined territory by way of force. What is this force? This force is nothing but law. Without law, we can't live systematically. Human being can't live systematically. So laws are required to maintain peace and justice in a society. And the same principle is applicable to education also. If laws are not there for education, then any person will come and try to offer what you call education by not providing sufficient standards in the education. That's why the state government and central government prescribed so many laws to maintain standards in education. And nowadays, after globalization, privatization is also permitted. For privatization also, some standards are prescribed by the government, both central and state. And the people have to check before opting any institution whether that institution is a recognized one or not. Otherwise, they have to face so many problems.
Thank you, sir. So next question to you. What are the two methods of standardization?
Methods of standardization, sir, standards formulation, like it has been said
Correct.
earlier, it goes through a long procedure.
Okay.
And the standardization, it takes into account various stakeholders,
Yes.
the consumers, manufacturers, the business people, the government level.
Merchandisers, individuals, institutions.
Yes, individuals,
NGOs are also
academia,
there.
NGOs. Because once a standard is formulated so that later on it is used, like various standards for product standards. A product has to be manufactured against a standard. So later on, the product, it has to meet the standard of the consumer. So everyone at a point is a consumer. So we take into account all the stakeholders, and standards is formulated.
So this question is to
I would like to add on to something. Say for the way of standardization, just as aptly described by my colleague Ms. Adane, like it develops we have division councils. Division councils have their technical committees, and whenever any government organization or any party submits a proposal for formulating a new standard.
I would like to interrupt you, sir. Whoever may be the manufacturer, I'm talking parts of the Northeast. I am manufacturing something, but without ISI mark, it has got no value.
Definitely.
Okay. So what is the first step I have to do?
Say for आज नॉर्थ ईस्ट सेक्टर की बात अगर हम करें यहाँ पे बैम्बू प्रोडक्ट्स आर वेरी प्रिवेलेंट टी इज देयर वुडन प्रोडक्ट्स आर वेरी प्रिवेलेंट एग्रीकल्चरल गुड्स आर देयर एंड स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन हियर हैज़ अ वेरी बिग रोल टू प्ले आज मान लीजिए आप एक 10 कंपनी चाय की कंपनी है उसमें एक कंपनी ने ISI मार्क ले लिया तो ऑब्वियसली जब इट गोज आउट इन द मार्केट with one single company,
whether national or international,
international or national in the market, open market, a company who has the ISI mark has a better competitive advantage over its local
psychological edge.
Psychological, even the as a consumer point of view, when I go to buy a product, I see 10 different brands. I'll definitely rely on the product which is having ISI mark.
You separate it.
I separate it. It has a competitive edge.
Correct. So you would like to throw some light on this legal side of it, because there are so many institutes now mushrooming off so many, I'm talking about the legal education. So there are certain laws, okay, there are so many laws which protect and make sure that the things are as per the law. So from that point of view, even if you are not following those laws, there are some penalties for that. So from the legal side, legal aspects, where do the standardization come into the picture and how relevant it is?
Lord Bacon, an American judge, 150 years back, he said, law is mighty, money is almighty. Laws are like cobwebs in which small flies are caught and big flies break through. And so many laws may be there, so many regulations are there. We have so many authorities like Bar Council of India, state government, higher education, MHRD, so many departments. But all these, for medical, we are seeing that Medical Council of India. For engineering, we are seeing AICTE. Even then, we are getting standard institutions and substandard institutions also. Why we are getting substandard institutions? The reason is, we need not say, corruption is universal phenomena, and educational sector is also no exception for that. So, unless the regulators are what you call strict, it is difficult to get good education in this country.
So this question is to you. What are the benefits of standardization? What is the advantage like?
Yes, sir. There are a lot of benefits. Standards is formulated. Now, if you adopt, like your previous question, if you are a manufacturer in Northeast, how do you go about, how do you take the
first step?
Yes, first step. So standards, there are voluntary standards and mandatory standards. Mandatory standards are mandated by the government of India for products which are for mass consumption, for safety purpose, for health purpose and all that. So most of our standards are voluntary, but voluntary in a case, suppose even if it is a voluntary standard, a manufacturer come forward for our product certification. Now, if by adopting the Indian standard, like in the context of our country, by adopting the Indian standard, you will have better edge at the market, and also the waste. Like if you follow a standard procedure in the manufacturing, the wastage will be less, non-compliance will be less.
Okay.
So that is the benefit. And then there is the interchangeability of the product also. Like example in if you are at home, if we are using a switch and a socket, if it is an ISI mark product, the switch will fit into any kind of socket. The sizes are, that is how the interchangeability is ensured, sir, by following a standard.
Okay,
That is
so
a
this
simple
question is to you.
example.
There are people who don't follow standards. Okay, even they are not aware of what standard is all about. They have heard of some broken knowledge. So in that case, what role BIS plays in making aware people about the BIS part of, वो लोग क्या क्या करते हैं और कौन सा product is mandatory, especially when it comes to electricity, electrical products. These are very concerned with security and all, automobiles like cars and all, safety. Then medical sides, medicines and all, the formulas and all, so many things are there. तो वहाँ पे BIS का क्या रोल है और कैसे इंश्योर करते हैं कि इनको ISI स्टैंडर्ड मिले?
Thank you, sir, for asking me this question. I was eager to answer this actually. BIS in the recent past have taken great strides in letting know the common consumers about Bureau of Indian Standards and the process of standardization and the quality products. We have taken this at a grassroots level. We have developed standards club in schools and colleges.
Okay.
We have developed, we have got into MOU, Memorandum of Understanding.
Creating a connectivity.
Connectivity with the various universities and colleges. We have many MOU institutes all over India, and especially in Northeast we have.
Okay.
Like Assam Engineering College, then Guwahati Engineering College, NIT Agartala, NIT Mizoram. These are all our MOU institutes. Even we are on the pathway of carrying pre-standardization studies. And जैसे मैं अभी कह रहा था, स्कूल के बच्चों को हम जब स्टैंडर्ड्स के बारे में बताते हैं, we do take the students to industrial exposure visits. We carry out quizzes, competitions among the obviously related to standardization and the quality consciousness. तो बच्चों को जब छोटे उम्र से ही स्टैंडर्ड्स के बारे में पता लग जाता है.
Sir, those who are suppose people who are a bit adult people,
उनके लिए
already in the business, but somehow they are not that competent to know or identify or comprehend what technicalities of standardization. उनमें आपका क्या सहयोग रहता है?
हाँ, हम जब मैन्युफैक्चर के एंड पे आते हैं और या कॉमन कंज्यूमर्स, we regularly held licensees and non-licensees meet all across the part of India. वहाँ पे हम मीट करते हैं, हम वहाँ तक जाते हैं. इवन हम जैसे सोशल मीडिया ऐप्स है, हमारे सोशल मीडिया ऐप्स के द्वारा हम BIS के बारे में बताते हैं. We even have a BIS cared app. This can be downloaded from the Play Store or the App Store.
अच्छा सर, इसको थोड़ा सा आप नॉर्थ ईस्ट या स्टेट ऑफ आसाम को मद्देनजर रखते हुए थोड़ा फोकस करेंगे.
हाँ, यहाँ पे नॉर्थ ईस्ट में हम जैसे अभी रिसेंटली yesterday 2 days back we had a state level committee meeting in Mizoram. Here the chief secretary and the secretaries of the state come in, where we develop or we have discussions regarding the policies to be mandated by the state regarding industrialization, ensuring sustainability, ensuring standardization.
अगर मैं कहूँ कि आप लोग evaluate, educate, execute और आपका उनको engage भी करते हैं.
Engage, हम
वो बहुत जरूरी है.
ये स्कूल लेवल से लेके कॉमन कंज्यूमर से मैन्युफैक्चरर से एकदम हायर मोस्ट टॉप लेवल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट तक हम वेरियस स्टेजेस पे वेरियस मीट्स करते हैं, वेरियस कमिटीज़ हैं हमारे, हम वेरियस प्रोग्राम्स ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं. एंड जैसे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए हमारे जो इवन जो मार्किंग फीस देते हैं उसके लिए एंड जो स्मॉल मैन्युफैक्चरर्स MSME मैन्युफैक्चरर्स के लिए भी खास छूट दे रखी है हमने.
अच्छा सर, लाइक लीगल एस्पेक्ट्स थोड़ा सा व्हाट ही सेड, आई एम जस्ट एडिंग ऑन टू दैट. There are different products, different industries, and different ISI marks from manufactured in the Northeast region, and there are laws also similarly. But from your point of view, what legal awareness is being done, should be done, so that people know, in case if they don't follow it, what happens, what the eventuality they have to be prepared for.
Yes, sir. To maintain standardization and to maintain standards in manufacturing products and providing services.
Education sector.
Education sector, you are asking. With reference to education sector, to maintain standards, we have NIRF ranking, National Institute of
Specifically law.
NIRF is applicable to law also.
Yeah, correct.
And similarly, we have what you call Bar Council of India is trying its level best to what you call standardize the education, legal education particularly. And till 1986, legal education standards were not that much. So, in the year 1986, the then Chief Justice of India, Justice Ahmadi, conducted one conference in Bhubaneswar with all Chief Justices of states, law secretaries, law ministers, and they want to establish one law university in every state by passing a special act in the legislature. And that institution, that university should be headed by judiciary, either Chief Justice of that state or Chief Justice of India.
The bar has been raised.
And these institutions, first they started in Bangalore, and that experiment became successful. Then Nalsar in Hyderabad.
Followed.
Then all states followed. Today we have 28 national universities. These are all like IITs in engineering, IIMs in management.
So in law, the judicial academy.
Legal education also now,
Correct.
so many students, I know when I was authority registrar in Nalsar, they left IITs, they got seats. Without joining IIT medicine, they opted. Even today, so many students are getting engineering.
That's a big
medicine.
achievement, sir.
And previously, 30 years back, law was the last optional. But now it is the compulsory first option.
We have to cover so many things from different perspectives about standardization. But one thing that we have missed it, that in case of any eventuality, suppose there are so many products which are non-standardized or fake ISI mark products are there in the market. तो जब कोई एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, especially a housewife or a children, unknowingly or knowingly, in that case, where do this legal aspects standardization में role उनका क्या होता है?
In case the manufacturers supply defective goods or fake ISI by obtaining fake
Redressal
ISI
forum का क्या role
and
होता
all
है?
these goods,
Correct.
due to the defective goods, if the consumer suffers any loss, injury, then so many laws are there. This consumer protection is not a recent concept. In 1860, in Indian Penal Code 1860, only several criminal provisions are there for punishing the manufacturer. And to punish the manufacturer, the consumer has to go to criminal court. To get compensation under law of torts, he has to file a civil suit in civil court.
So, sir, we don't have much time. So before we wind up, just 2 minutes common questions to all three of you. ये जो स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन जो है एक आम आदमी के लिए कितना महत्वपूर्ण है और क्यों है, स्पेशली इन दिस एज ऑफ डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस बिकॉज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, एवरीबडी इज एक्सेस थ्रू सोशल मीडिया एंड ऑल, बट इन स्पाइट ऑफ ऑल दिस थिंग्स बहुत सारी दुर्घटनाएं हो जाती है. इन सब के लिए क्या करना चाहिए? आई विल स्टार्ट विद यू सर.
सबसे पहले तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा, जागो ग्राहक जागो.
Okay.
जो बहुत कॉमन आज की बहुत सभी को पता है, सेल्फ अवेयरनेस. गहना कह रहा हूँ, आप जब भी किसी ज्वेलरी शॉप में जाते हैं, वहाँ पे जो आप 22 कैरेट का गहना खरीद रहे हैं, अब 22 कैरेट है या नहीं है ये देखने के लिए भी यहाँ पे भी इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स वी ऑल्सो डू दैट. मान लीजिए यहाँ पे आज मैं एसी चला रहा हूँ, मेरे एसी का मिनिमम एक टेम्परेचर फिक्स किया हुआ है, 16 हो 18 हो जो भी है. अब जब मैं बाहर के देशों में जाता हूँ, यूरोप में जाता हूँ, तो ऑब्वियसली वहाँ पे एसी का टेम्परेचर डिफरेंट होगा मिनिमम लेवल. तो वही एज पर द एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशंस वो चेंज होता रहता है. बाकी जो एस्पेक्ट्स है दोज रिमेन्स द सेम.
I advise all the students, prospective students who are willing to join in law universities, first of all they have to go through the background of the institute, whether the institute is having bar council permission or not, whether the institution is having sufficient qualified teachers or not. And one more thing we have to see, whether the institution is paying UGC scales to the teachers or not. That is very, very important. Whether proper payment is there to the faculty, non-teaching, all these, that you have to see, then only of the institution, and then only you get quality education.
First of all, as an individual, we have to stay informed and stay aware. Only then we will be able to guide the others, guide our family members. So be informed.
Before I wind up, I would like to thank all three of the panelists who have been participated in this wonderful discussions on ensuring sustainable through standardization in this our program in conversations in Doordarshan Assam. And till we meet some other times, and once again, thank you for participating. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.